the Wisdom Diaries. So throughout the year, I keep a log of sorts of quotes that inspire me or help me orient. Have you ever had an epiphany or an inspiration that arises maybe in meditation or maybe when you're walking the dog and you're like, this is the golden nugget. How could I ever forget this? It's so clear to me now. And why should I even bother to write this thing down? Because of course I'll never forget, right? Does it sound familiar? And 5 minutes later, 2 hours later, a day later, what was that? What was that thing? So there's plenty of fish that got out of the net, right? That happened and didn't necessarily make it onto the list, but these are the ones that I, you know, wrote down. And as a teacher, I think this is more of an exercise in softening a bit more into our kindergarten self, right? So yeah, there's some kind of intellectually things going on here for sure, but um, I invite you just to hear this in the spirit of wonder and curiosity and just some openness and let it kind of wash over or pass through. Yeah. We all exercise faith. Some place their faith in science or politics or the allure of the senses. The question is not if we have faith, but rather faith in what? In Lord of the Rings, Frodo, distraught, turns to Gandalf and he says, I wish none of this had happened. And Gandalf, so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. When someone, this is by Maya Angelou, she says, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And Paulo Coelho, Brazilian author, I believe. Maybe the journey isn't so much about becoming anything. Maybe it's about unbecoming everything that isn't really you, so that you can be who you were meant to be in the first place. And this is from Leonard Cohen, famously wrote that song, Hallelujah. And there's just one line out of that song. It says, I seen your flag on the marble arch, and love is not a victory march. It's a gold and it's a broken hallelujah. There have been moments of tremendous adversity, faced with loss and disappointment. Even this hardship was another phase of tacit, unyielding love. There is the concept of yoga. There is the practice of yoga. And then there is the direct realization of yoga. And finally, a broken heart is open. And one final little, can't help, one more little goodie from Baba Haridas. Someone asked him, so he's a silent monk, some, lifelong yogi. Someone asked him, is life a dream or a meditation? His response, life is a meditation when you know it is a dream.